Hello and welcome back. Pockets here with another pack opening for Phyrexia All-in-One Collector Boosters. We're now digging into our final four packs, our final quarter. This is pack 9. No, yes, pack 9. Pack 9. Let's see here. Still looking for a couple of the really big hits. That Nissa didn't turn out, like, it was about $11, $12. Maybe up there, but that's okay. It's okay. It's a card that inspired maybe some deck ideas, so that's what we're looking for. But I would like to see just one big ungodly hit, just for the sake. And again, I don't really care about dollar value, but it's a good measure of a card, right? But I still would like to see, like, I want an Elish Norn, because I would like to have one. Throw that on the floor. For those that are new and haven't seen my pack openings before, I'll go through them relatively quick here in the beginning. And then for those that are interested, we can stick around for the second part of the video where I'll go through each card individually and talk about it in a little more detail. Phyrexian Might and Phyrexian Horror on the back. That's cool. It's the first one of those I've seen. All right. Evolved Spinoderm for our rare. This is a foil pack foil extended art Ichor. One of our rares. Yes. Yes. It's not foil, it's not step, but I'll take it. I will take it. There's the Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. Panharmonicon, I think people are calling her, and this is in the manga style, so that's sweet. By Junji Ito. I don't actually know who that is. I don't read manga, but that's okay. I hear people are very excited that the art is by this individual, and I will probably just look him up after this. Now that I have a card, we're going to look at that in detail in a moment. Now the Sinew Dancer. This is our step complete foil. I don't care what card this is on. I think it's the gloss more than even the symbols. The symbols are cool, but I think it's the shine from that gloss layer. That is amazing. Just looks good. It makes every card just look worth way more money. Quicksilver Fisher, or a regular pack foil. Regular foil. There's another Cankerbloom, this time in the Ichor, which we saw recently in the normal art, I believe. So we got an Ichor copy of that. Again, a card I think might see some place somewhere. Wormquake commander card. That sounds interesting. I like worms and quakes. Those sound like two words I can get behind. Let's put that down. We'll do that in a minute. Seed Core. We got a couple of these now. This is another extended art Seed Core. This one's not foil. I think I got a foil before in this one, but well, yeah. Oh, another Planeswalker. Another Kaya standard this time. So we got Kaya in the manga before. Now we got her standard art foil. Another Phyrexian foil Mountain. Sweet, sweet. Like these. I want as many of these as I can get. I'm sure I can trade them for other things as well if I wanted to. Put that with the Might token. Viral Spawning Sorcery. I like the art. Cool Phyrexian creature dudes. Or dudettes. I'm not picky. Feed the Infection. Potentially a card for my shoulder deck. We'll see. Anytime I see a black card, that's where my mind goes. Maze's Mantle. Green. Foil. Standard art. Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen Pestilent Siphoner either yet. So we'll take a look at that. Flying Toxic, sure. And Forge Hammer Centurion is our final card. Nope, second to final card. In the regular pack foil. Basilica Shepherd. Another Phyrexian Angel we'll take a look at. That's cool. Kind of looks like a moth with those wings. That's crazy. Alright, so that's the pack. If you're not sticking around for the second part, let me know down in the comment section down below. Elish Norn, is this particular card enough to make this a pack a hit or a miss? And what do you think of the rest of the cards in the pack? And yeah, let's move on to discussion. So obviously starting with Mom, Mother of Machines, Elish Norn. Look at that art. That is cool. Badass. If this was in the step complete foil Phyrexian language, who knows? I don't know if that's available, but that'd be cool. Even without the Phyrexian language, I'll take it. I will probably build this, as well as Urbrask that I also pulled, because then I can have 3 Praetor decks, because I already have Shieldred. So 4 and a white. Legendary creature Phyrexian Praetor. with Vigilance for a 4/7, like a 5 mana 4/7 you play, right? Tell me I'm wrong. In limited, this is like, even if you don't look at the rest of the card, snap pick, I think. Pretty close. With Vigilance, if a permanent enters the battlefield, or a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Okay, so double ETBs is always a good thing. Double any effects, Ishin or, well, Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. Good to be doubling effects. What's the second piece? Permanents entering the battlefield don't cause abilities of permanents your opponents control to trigger. Oh, wait. So the Panharmonicon, obviously I saw that coming. This as well. This is also not just yours. Like any creature entering triggers your abilities, it doubles. And okay, yours don't cause your opponents either. Okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, that's really cool. I already knew I wanted it because I knew it was doing that first doubling effect. But that second effect, what a card! Cool. I definitely kind of want to. I think I want to build that deck or put it into something. You know, like put it into an Ishin deck, obviously. Although Ishin's combat triggers more like a Kaya deck, maybe doubling triggers off your Angels and Demons and Dragons. So we know what Kaya Intangible Slayer does. 3 white, white, black, black. So it's a little expensive. It's 7 mana for a 6 Planeswalker, but it has to have hexproof. So as long as you can protect it, maybe unlimited, but you know, I could see this being in like an Orzhov deck. +2, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 3 life. 0, you draw 2 cards, each opponent scry 1, which is amazing. I'll let them scry all day. You can play with the top card revealed if you want. If I can draw 2 cards, extra cards every turn. Exile target creature or enchantment. I guess scry's better than revealing it, but you know what I mean. Exile target creature or enchantment. And if it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white creature token. This is going to be like, I'm just looking at this and like, how many times I see Rhystic Studies on the table, I just destroy it, and then I get a little spirit with Rhystic Studies on it. That would be sick. I like this card. I think that could be fun. It's only -3 too, so for 7 mana, I mean, you pay a little more than they do, but not only do you steal theirs, but you also get it. It's a little easier to remove as well, but that's okay. Seed Core. Add a colorless. Add 1 mana of any color spend. This mana only casts Phyrexian creature spells. Corrupted, so tap. So target 1/1 creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Activate only opponent has stream or poison counters. Again, we talked about this like in a Mites token deck. This would be amazing. Turn your one of your Mites into a 3/2. I guess that's not that big a deal, but you can also wait till they get through. So if they don't block it, you can do a little extra damage. Wormquake. This is the card I'm interested in. I haven't seen this one yet. So 4 green and green for Wormquake. It's a sorcery with Corrupted, so you'd have to play something with poison. Create X green green Phyrexian. Create an XX green Phyrexian worm creature token with Trample and Toxic 1, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. So you cast it for a 6/6, 6 for a 6/6 Toxic 1 Trample. It's not bad. For each opponent with 3 or more poison counters, you create another one of those tokens. Yeah. Okay. So let's just say it's a 6 mana, so you're at least turn 6 before you can play this the first time. You're going to probably end up creating, if you built the deck with Toxic in mind and trying to hit Corrupted, you're going to get 3 6/6 Trample Toxic 1s. And then you can flash it back from your graveyard for 10 mana, in which case you're getting 3 10/10s. And even if you're not there, you got 6/6, you got 1 or 2 6/6 tramplers. You hit the players that don't have 3 a couple times, and then cast it again for 10 for, wow. And you could board wipe and then cast it next turn, because that's crazy. I kind of actually do want to build. Oh, it's going to make me build a Toxic deck, isn't it? I wasn't going to, but I mean, obviously the set wants me to. Evolve Spinoderm. So like spiky skin. So 2 green green for a 5/5 already got me. For Phyrexian Beast. Beasts are good. Hey, Tawnos. So this in a Tawnos deck, you get copies. If all Spider enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on it, Evolve Spinodrome as Trample as long as it has 2 or fewer oil counters on it. Otherwise, it has Hexproof. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from Evolve Spinodrome. Then, if no oil counters on it, sacrifice it. Okay. So you cast it. It's a 2/2 or a 4-mana 5/5. It doesn't have Trample in the start, but it has Hexproof. And then, with no other way to do anything with tokens, 2 turns later it loses Hexproof, gains Trample. It's an interesting card. If you can find a way to proliferate once you get it down to like beginning of your upkeep, you give it Trample, and then you proliferate to bring it back up to 3, so it gains Hexproof. That could be interesting. There's something there. It'd have to be, yeah, because then it gets Trample on your turn when you attack, and then it gets Hexproof when it's not. So you kind of want to keep it on that 3. That's kind of cool. And you could do that with 2 of them if you get a copy from Thanos. So maybe something there. Okay, we'll go a little quicker through the commons and uncommons. They're usually less interesting anyway. Does this fit Shield? Let's see. That's like my question number 1. Every black card. 3 and 1. Feed the Infection. 3 and a black. Sorcery. You draw 3 cards, you lose 3 life. That wins already, because you're also going to gain 6 life, so you gain 3. And Corrupted. Each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters loses 3 life. Yes. Maybe. But probably not, because there's probably easier ways to get, and you're not going to get Corrupted in it. Maybe. 4 mana, draw 3 might be enough. I'll have to look. Again, there's probably other cards, but I don't necessarily have those either, so it's going to be compared to what I have in the deck. Again, those are available on Moxfield. I'll share the links. If I haven't by this point figured it out, one day I will. Viral Spawning, 2/1, 2 and a green. Create a 3/3 Phyrexian Beast creature token with Toxic 1. Yes, we saw this, didn't we? No, we saw the token. It's not that one. We saw the token. Must have been one of the other packs. Sorry, got distracted. And then Corrupted, as long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters and Viral Spawning is in your graveyard, it has Flashback 3. So 3 mana 3/3 with Toxic, and then you can flash it back for another one if you have it. Okay. Definitely in a Toxic deck, definitely limited if you're in anything with Toxic. And we saw this one before as well, so we'll go quick. This is the 2 mana 3/2, which you'd want anyway in limited. Probably. Pay 1 to sacrifice it, and then you can either destroy an artifact, an enchantment, or you can proliferate. Pretty good card for what it does. Like, it fits that slot, and it's probably usable for a lot of fun shenanigans as we get used to this set. And start adding it to older sets that had tokens and counters, more counters. Basilica Shepherd, 5 mana 3/3 Phyrexian Angel with flying, so when Shepherd enters the battlefield, create 2 colorless Phyrexian Might creature tokens and with Toxic 1 and can't be blocked. Okay. So you're getting 5 power and toughness for 5 mana. Most of it's flying. I like that it looks like a moth. That art's kind of cool. I'm very intrigued by this red, like bloody red and like very clean white of the. Oh, that's not focusing very well. Of the Alish Norn palette. Kind of cool. Makes the cards look cool. Forge Hammer Centurion, 3 mana, 2 and a red for a 3/2 Phyrexian Warrior. Cool art. Looks nasty. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on Forge Hammer Centurion. Okay, well it's red, so Rakdos happens a lot in Rakdos. I mean, you're sacking things. Whenever Forge Hammer Centurion attacks, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. Okay, definitely a limited, good and limited. Decent and limited, because you can, I mean, as long as you find ways to put oil counters on it. Oh, mono black, does it fit? Probably not. Oh, that's just a 2 mana 1 and flying with Toxic 1 for Phyrexian Insect for 1 and a black. Okay, cool card. Good and limited probably. Toxic. Only need 10 if you're doing Toxic, right? Maze Mantle, 2 and a green for an enchantment aura. Auras always have to be something. Unless you're in like an Enchantress deck, auras have to be something. With Flash, Flash is nice. More like a combat trick that sticks around. Enchant creature. When Maze Mantle enters the battlefield, enchanted creature has Toxic. Oh, if enchanted creature has Toxic, it gains Hexproof. Okay. So yeah, like a Toxic commander, like the new one. You could cast this to protect it. It has flash, so it's instant speed, so you can use it as a response to removal. And then it just gets +2/+2. Maybe somewhere in there that it'll fit. Green has a lot of good ways to give indestructible and hexproof anyways, so maybe not, but green and white in that case, if you're talking about what's her name? Or what's their name? Quicksilver Fisher we've seen before. When Quicksilver Fisher enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Yeah. 5 mana 4/3, good limited card, I imagine. Sinew Dancer we've seen. This is the tap your opponent's creature stuff. And that's it. So that's the pack. As always, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Did we get a hit with this Elesh Norn, or do I need to hold out for the special foily ones? Also, I mean, maybe I can get the concept art version as well. Who knows? But anyways, let me know. And as always, we'll see you all next time. Take care. And I'm out of here.